Hello, I'm here with a super cool video about discus fish. And today we're going to talk about everything from A to Z, all about the discus fish. So let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is where they live. Discus fish are native to South America, specifically in the tropical regions of the Amazon River basin and its tributaries like the Rio Negro, the Essequibo and the Orinoco River. Now, these fish typically prefer slow-moving waters like backwaters, swamps, and marshes where they can hide among the plants and driftwood. Now, discus have also been found in clear water habitats like rivers and streams, but they seem to prefer areas with lots of vegetation for cover. Now, generally discus tend to stay in the upper levels of the water column in these areas, and they use their flattened dorsal and anal fins to maneuver through the water with ease. They're really great at this. Now, while discussing where they live, we also need to discuss their tank requirements, because this is super important if you want to keep a discus in a home aquarium. First of all, you're going to need a bigger tank because discus can grow quite large, like up to 8 inches or even more in the wild. So you want to have at least a 55-gallon tank for one or a 75-gallon tank for two, and this will help them thrive and be happy. Now, they do like to have some tank mates, so you don't want a species-only tank. You want to have other fish that are peaceful and that can kind of hang out with them. Some good options include other peaceful South American cichlids like angels and also tetras, and of course, you got to have a heater and a filter. Discus are tropical fish, so they do best at around 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and they do prefer a little bit harder water, like a little bit more minerals. So around 8 dgh is what they like. So if you have hard water, that's great. If you have soft water, you might need to add some minerals to it. And then for filtration, you just need a good canister filter or a sump system to keep the water clean and oxygenated. Alright, now let's talk about how they breed. Discus actually have a unique way of breeding that sets them apart from other cichlids. Unlike many other cichlids that lay eggs and then guard them fiercely, discus actually take care of their young in a different way. Here's how it goes down. The female discus will release her eggs on clear space like a rock or leaf, and the male discus will fertilize them with his sperm. Then the male and female will guard the eggs until they hatch. This whole process is fascinating to watch, and it shows how committed parents discus fish can be. Alright, now let's talk about how long they live. Discus can live for a relatively long time, especially when compared to some other freshwater fish. In the wild, they have been known to live for over 10 years. However, in captivity, with proper care and a good environment, they can live for 20 years or more. Now, discus do have a reputation for being a little bit more delicate than other freshwater fish. They are a little bit more susceptible to things like water changes and temperature fluctuations. But if you follow the proper care guidelines, you should be able to enjoy your discus for many years to come. So there you have it. That's everything from A to Z about discus fish. We covered where they live, how they breed, and how long they live. If you have any questions about discus fish, feel free to drop them in the comments below, and I will do my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.